Assalamu alaikum. Hello my dear students. How are you? Hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, I am also fine. And I also hope that you are passing a busy time with your study. This is Mohshin Kabir, lecturer, Department of Biology, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka. Dear learners, we eat various types of foods such as rice, bread, milk, meat, burger, etc. Have you ever thought how these are digested? The digestive tract digests all the complex food substances. But why it doesn't digest itself? You will get all the answers if you do the class attentively. So keep watching my video until it goes to an end. Today we are going to talk about digestion of food in stomach, which is from chapter 3, Human Physiology, Digestion and Absorption. After completing today's lesson, students will be able to learn mechanical digestion of food in stomach, the chemical digestion of food in stomach, and students also will be able to answer why the stomach doesn't digest itself. So my dear students, let's move to the main discussion. Before going to discuss about the digestion of food in stomach, you have to know some basic informations about stomach. Stomach is the most thick-walled and the muscular part of digestive tract. It is located just below the diaphragm, in between esophagus and the duodenum. It is 30 cm in length and 15 cm in width. The wall of stomach is arranged in 5 layers. Those are serosa, muscles, muscularis mucosa, submucosa and mucosa. And the body of stomach is divided into some parts, like the end of the stomach, which is adjacent to the esophagus, is called cardia. And here the dome-shaped part is called fundus, and there is 2 curve, one is a small curve and another is large curve present in stomach, and the end of the stomach, which is adjacent to the duodenum, is called pylorus. The mucosa of the stomach contains 3.5 million gastric pit, and the gastric pit contains the gastric gland. Gastric gland is consist of 4 types of cell. Those are oxyntic cell, mucus cell, zymogenic cell and argentaphene cell. The secretion of gastric gland is called gastric juice. A healthy person can secrete about 2 liters of gastric juice in a day. The hormone gastrin regulates the secretion. Now, the mechanical digestion in stomach. At first, you have to know what is mechanical digestion. The various movements that help food move through the digestive tract is called mechanical digestion. The masticated food materials enters into stomach through esophagus from buccal cavity and remain here 2 to 6 hours. In presence of masticated food materials, the parietal cell of gastric gland secretes hydrochloric acid. You know, hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. It creates an acidic condition or acidic environment in stomach and also kills the germs of food. And then the wall of stomach get contracted and expanded in a regular interval. This movement is called peristalsis movement. And through the peristalsis movement, masticated food materials turn into paste, and then the gastric juice mixed up with the paste and form a soup-like liquid that is called chyme. And then chemical digestion is started on the chyme. Digestive tract digests three types of complex food such as carbohydrate, protein and fats. Among them, only protein is partly digested in stomach. Carbohydrate and the fats are not digested in stomach because there are no aminolytic and the lipolytic enzymes are present in gastric juice. So only protein is partly digested in stomach. There are two types of inactive proteolytic enzymes present in gastric juice. Number one, pepsinogen. Number two, prorenin. Both of the enzymes react with hydrochloric acid, and the pepsinogen convert into active pepsin, and the prorenin react with hydrochloric acid and convert into active renin. These two active enzymes break down the protein substances in stomach. Now, at first the pepsin break down the protein in presence of water. Pepsin break down the protein in presence of water and convert the protein into proteose and peptone. And the enzyme renin break down the milk casein in presence of water and convert the milk casein into paracasein. And then the pepsin break down the paracasein into peptones. Paracasein the pepsin break down the paracasein into peptones. So, my dear students, these are the reactions through which the protein substances partly digested in stomach in presence of two types of enzymes, proteolytic enzymes. One is pepsin, another is renin. And the final destination of the protein substances is amino acid. Finally, protein substances break down into amino acid. So rest of the digestion of protein take place into the intestine. Dear learners, one question may be already arised in your mind. The stomach digests the complex protein substances, but why it doesn't digest itself? There are four reasons behind it. So first one is the inner wall of stomach is covered by a deep layer of mucus. So the enzymes and the hydrochloric acid cannot act on the cells of stomach. Number two, the enzymes are secreted from the gastric gland in inactive condition. So these inactive enzymes cannot act on the cells of stomach. Number three, from the inner wall of stomach, bicarbonates are secreted. these bicarbonates neutralize the hydrochloric acid so that the hydrochloric acid cannot act on the cells of stomach. Number 4, maybe some anti-enzymes are present on the cells of stomach so that the enzymes doesn't affect on the cells of stomach. So these are the reasons so that the stomach doesn't digest itself. I hope all of you got the answer. So my dear students, finally some homework for you from today's lesson. Our today's homework is why the stomach doesn't digest itself. Write down the answer in your copy and submit the homework to your respective HW group or submit it to your respective subject teacher. That's all for today. Yet, if you have any questions regarding today's topics, please ask your respective subject teacher. Thank you for being with me. Stay home and stay safe. Allah Hafiz.